Next week, these are the fine games you'll see here on our Retro Sports Network 1986 Pro Football Replay. Tuesday, a memorable matchup at the Meadowlands between the Miami Dolphins and New York Jets. In real life, the Jets won this game in overtime 51-45. Defenses did not apply. Tuesday, it's the Jets and the Dolphins. And Thursday, it's another meeting in the classic rivalry of the Bears and the Packers. From Monday night of Week 3, Chicago visits Lambeau and Green Bay. Pull out the fridge. It's the Bears and Packers next Thursday right here on Retro Sports Network. And before we do anything else to start this replay, I want to apologize to Bears for Life. I forgot I was supposed to do a game last night, and by 7:30 I was kind of half snoozing, half doing other things. And so you'll get your game tonight around 7:30 right here on Retro Sports Network. The Pascual Perez fight game. I actually watched the fight last night, or yesterday afternoon rather, and it's interesting. I love the part where Bob Horner goes out with a broken hand and shuts down Champ Summers. So tonight we'll get your game in for you. You ready? All right, let's talk some football, shall we? This is a live look at Anaheim Stadium in Anaheim, not Los Angeles, as we get set for the second game of the week between the San Francisco 49ers and Los Angeles Rams. And don't let the song fool you, or the old classic fool you. It does rain in Southern California. It's not pouring, but man, it's a light rain. Of course, it does rain in Southern California. And so you'll see the Rams and the Niners in a moment with quarterbacks you probably don't remember playing for these specific teams. As Retro Sports Network presents Pro Football Replay 1986 this afternoon from Anaheim Stadium in the beautiful city of Anaheim. It's the Los Angeles Rams 1-0 on the young year hosting the 1-0 San Francisco 49ers. And as always, our football games are presented by DigitalToDice.com, the podcast for you if you're into sports simulations and replays. That's DigitalToDice.com, found on Spreaker, iTunes, and other fine places where podcasts are listed. And so, good afternoon. You think you're going to get a game with Joe Montana and Jim Everett, don't you? I did not realize until I looked at the box score for this game that Joe Montana only played half of the regular season in 1986. So you know who's the quarterback for San Francisco? Is it Steve Young? It's Jeff Kemp. Yes, really, Jeff Kemp for the 49ers and Steve Bartowski for the Rams. Jim Everett, I forgot, was drafted by Houston and then would come over to Los Angeles mid-year. So Steve Bartowski is the quarterback for the Rams, and Jeff Kemp is the quarterback for San Francisco. Both these teams won their opener. Whoever wins this game is going to get a huge step in taking the NFC West lead. Well, obviously, they'll be 2-0. And, of course, these two teams met on the last night of the regular season after Christmas of 1986 to determine actually who wins that division, I think. But my memory's already been faulty once. So are you ready? It's San Francisco and Los Angeles. Let's get it on. Let's play some football. And so we say hello to Alpha Chatter. Kurt Berkland, how are you? Tribe fan? Nice to have you along. The Niners have won the toss. They are in white with the gold helmets and the gold pants. The Rams are in that kind of that blue and white with the yellow helmets. Crawford back deep to return for San Francisco. Monroe and Griffin are the upmen, and the game is away. Really. Taken at the 5, 20, and Crawford's brought down. Mike Lansford with a kick.
Holding, receiving
and it's
team.
all coming back anyway. So Ronnie Lott gets called for the hold. So, no, it's not Joe Montana. It is Jeff Kemp with as the quarterback. Roger Craig, who had a monster game in San Francisco's opener. And Tom Rathman is your blocker back, can also catch. The wide receivers, Jerry Rice and Dwight Clark is at the split end. Russ Francis is your tight end. Trap left to Craig from the 8-yard line. He gets it across the 10, and Gray with a tackle at the 11. It's a gain of 3. Jerry Gray on the tackle. Rams, by the way, are 4-point favorites. The San Francisco Lion, Keith Farnhorst, is your left tackle. Randy Cross is your left guard. Fred Quinlan is your center. Bruce Golly is your right guard. And Bubba Paris is your right tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 49er 11. Medium cross to Dwight Clark. Kemp in the pocket, rolls around, dumps it down to a running back. That's Craig, and he only got 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for San Francisco from their own 13-yard line. Let's meet the Ram defense. Reggie Doss is your left end. Sean Miller is the tackle. And Doug Reed is your right end. Mike Wiltshire is your left outside linebacker. Carl Eckern is your best defender in the middle. He's the left inside linebacker. Mark Giroux is your right inside linebacker. And Mel Owens is your right outside linebacker. The Rams' corners are excellent. Leroy Irvin is going to be with Jerry Rice today. And Jerry Gray is matched up with Dwight Clark. Vince Newsom is your free safety. And Nolan Cromwell is your strong safety. He's on Russ Francis. Niners go 3 wide. Wilson is the third receiver. Rice on a medium cross. Kemp is back to throw. He looks around. He rolls around. He throws. It's intercepted by the Rams. That's Gray, and it's a gain of 8 yards. So Jerry Gray with the interception, and the Rams get great field position on the San Francisco 19. Here it is again. And this is why the Niners went out and got Steve Young. That was just not a good throw. Jerry Rice was doubled, and Kemp didn't look the other way. Steve Bartowski is your quarterback. All world Russ Francis, according to Mr. Cosell. Isn't that right, Mr. Demos? Eric Dickerson, who ran for 66 yards in the opener. And Barry Redden. Those are the 2 running backs, and the Rams will run a lot. Henry Ellard is your flanker. Ron Brown is your other wide receiver. And the tight end is Tony Hunter. Ellard. Medium slant from the 19. Bartowski, that doesn't look good. He is running around. He throws over the middle. It's intercepted by San Francisco. Tim McKyer got it at the 1-yard line and brings it out to the 12. So 2 turnovers on back-to-back plays. Bartowski just never looked great on that play. They were trying for the quick score, and instead they got quickly scorched. And I apologize that you can't really need to read the names for San Francisco. Gold on red reminds me of something that you'd see on Gunsmoke. So 1st and 10 for the Niners on their own 12-yard line. 13:22 to go, opening quarter. Craig in the flat. Let's see if Kemp can complete that. He cannot, and Carl Ecker knocked the ball loose. So Jeff Kemp is off like a herd of thundering turtles. And in 2nd and 10 for the Niners from their own 12. Yeah, you could run the Statue of Liberty play. I'm not sure why you would. Barry Redden played his college football at the University of Richmond. And looking at his picture, he is not an itsy-bitsy spider. Second down. Off tackle right for Craig from the 12. Gets a block across the 15. A flag is down. Owens will knock him down after a 9-yard gain.
Holding. Offense. Number 80.
But Jerry Rice is called for a hold. This is Rice's rookie year, isn't it? Or was that 85? So Bill Walsh is not really thrilled with Mr. Rice there. Second down and 16 for the 49ers from their own 6-yard line. Short slant to Russ Francis. Kemp from his end zone. He flicks it down to Francis, who makes the catch. Now Kemp is hurt, and Kemp is now out for the game. So I'm not sure what the story was in real life, but the Niners get Joe Montana for the rest of the game. Kemp started this game in real life, which is why he got the start. But who am I to say no to Joe Montana? And he comes in 3rd and 8 from the San Francisco 14-yard line. Kyle Lauletta is languishing on the current Giant bench behind Eli Manning and the other guy. So 3rd down and 8. Montana. Short slant to Rice. Montana back to throw. And that is... okay. So Rice got it. Irvin with a tackle. He stripped Rice of the football. And Keith Feinhorst, the left tackle, is the one that recovered the fumble. So the 49ers will punt 4th and 2 from their own 20. The computer wanted to start Montana, but Kemp started the real game. But now you get Montana, hopefully the rest of the way. We were historically accurate and gave everybody what you wanted. It's like eating the Oreo and getting a second. Here's Runniger to punt. San Francisco has what little wind in this place behind them. And Sutton will return. He stands on the 35 of Los Angeles. He's driven back to his 30. There's a flag down. Kugler with a tackle.
Holding. Receiving
but
team.
You knew what that play
10-yard penalty.
Let's finish meeting the Rams offensive line, shall we? They start this drive from their own 23. Jackie Slater, the Hall of Famer, is your left tackle. Dennis Hara is your left guard. Doug Smith is the center. Tom Newberry is the right guard. And Irv Pankey, nothing like a good spanky, is your right tackle. Dickerson. Trap left on 1st and 10 from the 23. He gets it to the 25 before Ellison makes the tackle after a gain of 2. And so it's 2nd and 8. Let's meet the 49er defense. Dwayne Board is your left end. Niners play a 3-4. Michael Carter is the tackle. And Jeff Stover, no relation to Russell, is your right end. Milt McCall is your left outside linebacker. Ricky Ellison didn't lose a number as the left inside linebacker. Jimmy Feinhorst, I thought that was Keith. I'm wrong, is the right inside linebacker. And on the outside is Keena Turner, who always asks what tackles have to do with it. The corners, Don Griffin on the left and Tim McKyer on the right. He had that interception. And the safeties, you know Ronnie Lott. He's the strong safety. And Carlton Williamson, who is not chop liver himself, is the free safety. Redden. Trap left on 2nd and 8. Bartowski gives it to him. Redden tries to head towards the sideline, and Griffin makes a tackle at the 27. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Rams after the tackle by Don Griffin. Medium slant to Henry Allard is the call. Bartowski has to scramble, and Keena Turner makes the sack for a loss of 6. And so the Rams just don't have anyone really settled at quarterback. And Bartowski dusts himself off, and the Los Angeles will punt from their 21. Dale Hatcher to punt. He'll stand on his 6. And Griffin on his 34 back to return for San Francisco. Griffin comes in, makes a fair catch. Here's a flag down. Ball's caught at the 41.
Offsides. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
And San Francisco will make them kick that again. So they'll make it 4th and 7. From the Ram 26. Hatcher gets it away. Taken at the 35. Across the 40. That was actually a 2-yard loss for San Francisco. So the 49ers with Joe Montana take over from their own 39. 9:53 to go, first quarter. No score. Jim Everett, I don't think was active. At one point he was with Houston, and I'm not sure when that trade happened. How you doing, Bobby Catalano Junkwax? So good to have you along. If you've not signed up for ID's tournament, there's still a slot open yet? He will tell you what that is in the chat, and we'll let you know when that actually will be. But so it'll be 1st and 10 for San Francisco from their own 39-yard line. Rathman in the flat. Montana rolls. Rathman's got it at the 35, 40, 45. He reaches for a first down. He won't get it. Giroux with the tackle, and Rathman gets 10, 2nd and inches from the Niner 49-yard line. One slot left open. Yes, Jim Everett was on the Chris Rome show. Absolutely. Craig. Off tackle right on 2nd and short, and Los Angeles calls timeout. So 9:21 to go. The Rams have 2 timeouts in the first half. Off tackle right for Craig. He gets across the line of scrimmage in the first down before Nolan Cromwell makes the tackle after a gain of 3. 1st and 10 from the Ram 48. Second tackle for Cromwell. Montana under center. Medium slant for Francis, and now Montana didn't like what he saw, and he calls a timeout. So we go to the Andy Reid School of Clock Management. Another timeout, 8:41 to go, first quarter. Now that would be fun, Appachatter. So medium slant to Francis. Flag is down. Montana well protected. Overthrows Francis.
Holding. Offense. Number 77.
And it's
10-yard
Paris,
penalty.
the right tackle. Bubba Paris. So this one is pretty sloppy. Or as Al Red Sox fan, a slobber knocker. 1st and 20 for the 49ers. Little stumper screen pass to Craig. Montana finds him behind the 40, and Wilcher shut that down for a loss of 3. Mike Wilcher, they doubled Jerry Rice, and they just completely shut that play down. And it's 2nd down and 23. So a draw play to Craig. Gets across the 40, almost to the 45. Johnson with a tackle at the 44, and it's 3rd and 18. So what do you do here? A long slant to Dwight Clark. Montana waits, dumps it down to a running back. It'll be Rathman who makes a gain of 7. And from the Los Angeles 49, San Francisco's forced to punt. 4th and 11. 6:58, clock running, first quarter. Runniger will punt it deep. And I bet this is a touchback. He punted it too deep, and it's a 49-yard punt. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Whole lot of bagels going on. Nothing. So Bartowski will try a sweep right to Dickerson from the 20-yard line. Dickerson finds a nothing. He found absolutely a yard. Keena Turner with the blitz, and Dwayne Board made the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 9, 6 to go in the opening quarter. This one has been, at least in the early going, an absolute defensive swoondoggle. Both teams have turned the ball over once. Redden will try a sweep to the right side from the 21. He gets it to the 22. And Harrah's hurt. He'll be back, but he's out a few plays. And so now it's 3rd and 8. The Rams have tried 4 runs for 6 yards. So Ron Brown will try a medium slant. Bartowski back to throw. Has time. He's got Brown for a first down. And got a couple extra yards there as Don Griffin makes the tackle. 1st and 10 for Los Angeles on their own 36. So Bartowski got that one out of the way. Little light rain here in Anaheim. No wind to speak of, but what it is behind the 49ers back here. The Rams going left or right to left. And their dark uniforms with the ram horn sleeves and the yellow numbers. Redden. Trap left from the 36. Gets it to the 41 before Ronnie Lott will make this tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 5. So the Rams, if they're going to be successful, A, need to take time off the clock. And B, run. They've got the horses. Can they get the blocks? Dickerson, sweep to the far side from the 41. Gets a block, tries to get a first down. He's going to get it. Keena Turner with a tackle after a gain of 6. And so the Rams have it 1st and 10 from their own 47. 5 plays, 27 yards. Dickerson. This time he'll go off tackle to the right. And he gets it over midfield, and Tim McKyer makes the tackle after a gain of 5. Irv Pankey with a big hole, and Dennis Harrah is back for the Rams. So 2nd and 5. Charles White comes in as the other running back. And he'll try an off tackle to the right from the 48 of San Francisco, and Feinhorst stands him up for a 1-yard loss. So White will go down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 6 from the 49 of San Francisco. The backs do have fumble ratings. We'll see. What's the complete? Bartowski's terrible. And if you're wondering about that, that's just not a good play. 39%. Short cross to Brown. Bartowski looks over, he waits, and there's nobody there. He tried to check that one down to White, and Fuller got a hand on it. So Bartowski is 1 for 3 for 14 yards. And the Rams will have to punt it away with 1:41 to go in the quarter. Dale Hatcher punting into what little wind there is, and that will be an attempted return from the 15. It is. He gets it to the 20 and is brought down by McDonald at the 20-yard line. 7-yard return following the 36-yard punt. 1:35 to go first quarter. San Francisco and Los Angeles, no score. Well, they wouldn't be the Rhode Island Rams, sure. So 1st and 10 for the Niners. Joe Cribbs goes in the backfield with Rathman, Rice, Clark, and Francis. And Montana in for an injured Kemp. Cribbs will try an off tackle right on 1st and 10 from the 20, and he gets 6 yards. Before Leroy Urban makes the tackle. 2nd and 4 for the 49ers. Short slant to Russ Francis. Montana back to throw, incomplete. The Rams doubled Rice, and San Francisco couldn't do anything with it. First incomplete pass from Montana. So 3rd and 4 from the 26. Flag is down. That was going to be a short pass in the flat to Cribbs.
Offense.
But somebody
number
moved.
56. 5-yard penalty.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the 49ers. Craig back in the game. And Mike Wilson is the 3rd receiver. Clark. Medium hitch. Montana rolls around down to Clark. He's got it for a 1st down and a gain of 11. And with time ticking away, that will do it for the 1st quarter. After 1 in Anaheim, it's the 49ers nothing, the Rams nothing. This is the NFL on RSN. Presented by DigitalDice.com. And if you're interested in ID Jesters Tournament, that's all in the chat. I'm not going to read that. Here's the stats, by the way. They didn't even combine for 100 net yards. San Francisco has 58. The Rams have 29. And Bartowski's quarterback rating is 9.7 out of 158. So a whole lot of 70s football. The 49ers threw it 10 times, but they only have 41 yards to show for it. So 1st and 10 from the 32 of San Francisco. Back into a conventional set. It's Cribbs and Rathman again. Rice on a medium out. Montana takes a few steps, throws, and that is almost intercepted. Leroy Irvin got a hand on it. It's incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10 from the 32. Again, it's Cribbs. And he's going to try a sweep to the near side. And then the Rams read that one all the way. Owens knocks him down to 30. The Rams played for the tight run. And they messed up Bubba Harris, and it's 3rd and 12. I thought that the tight defensive game would be next Thursday's game. The Bears and the Packers here at noon. Next Thursday on Retro Sports Network. But no, sir. It's the Niners and the Rams. Clark. Medium fly on 3rd down. Montana blitz throws. Clark dropped it. He had the 1st down. They were doubling Jerry Rice, so Montana found his best receiver. That was open, and Clark just straight dropped it. And again, we have a punt. Runiger from his 15. Taken at the 31 by the Rams to the 40. Over midfield. 40, 30, 20. He is gone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sutton. Mickey Sutton. A 49er tackler slipped on that wet dirt because remember, there'd be a baseball field here. And the Rams score on a punt return for a touchdown to make it 6-0. And you can see the slip right there, and there was all sorts of daylight. And so Mike Lansford for the extra point, and it is good. 14:05 to go in the half. It's the Rams 7, the Niners nothing. All right. So I will do that Patreon game after ID show at 7. Yep, special teams strikes again. Well, neither of these offenses were bad. The 49ers should not be struggling to move the football down the field. So it'll be Crawford, then he'll just take the safe play and down at 3 yards deep. So 1st and 10 for the Niners. They trail 7-0. In the real game, the only Rams TD was a Leroy Irvin block punt return. Cribbs. Off tackle right from the 20, and he gets it to the 24. Ran behind Bubba Paris, which I think most of Paris France could have run behind Bubba Paris, and it's a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. I owe somebody a Patreon game, but I can do that after, so it's no big deal. It's a baseball game, and so as long as that goes tonight, so go ahead at 7, and then I'll do it after. Not a problem. So 2nd down and 6 for the 49ers. Craig comes back in. And this will be a short pass in the flat to him. He's got it. 1st down across the 30. 35, a gain of 11. And it's 1st and 10 for the Niners. So Craig, 3 catches for 10 yards. Carl Eckern, by the way, makes the tackle. 13:16 clock running, first half. Craig will try a sweep to the right, and now the Rams call timeout. So they're down to 1 here in the first half, 12:42 to go. 1st and 10, Niners on their own 35. Sweep right side is the call. Craig down the sidelines, gets it across to the 37. It's a gain of 2, and Reed made the angled play, and that will be 2nd and 8. So the Niners just have not had any success running the football. And, of course, San Francisco going short with the passes. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So 2nd and 8. Short slant to Jerry Rice. Montana rolls around, dumps it down, I think, to Rathman, who gets a gain of 7. So Montana goes with that second read, and Rathman already has 3 catches for 24 yards. And it'll make it a very short 3rd and 1 from the 44. Rathman. Dive play just to get that first down. He does, and he gets some more room. He's hit for a gain of 7. The Rams were all over Roger Craig, and Rathman ran it for 7 yards. Nolan Cromwell with a tackle, and now the Niners have it 1st and 10 from the Los Angeles 49. Rice on a medium cross. Montana protected, throws, incomplete. Vince Newsom. Newsom was the one that got a hand on it, and it's 2nd and 10. 7-0 Rams, 11:03 to go, second quarter. Craig. Going to do a pitch to the left side from Montana. Craig hopes for a seam. He gets across the 45. Flag was picked up. Giroux makes the tackle at the 43. Give Craig 6 and give the 49ers 3rd and 4. So Montana marching it down the field. 7 plays, 37 yards. They've taken 3:13 off the clock. It's a warm, sticky afternoon in Anaheim. Not the type of weather you'd want to go to Disney World or land with. A light rain. Albert Hammond sits in his seats wondering why Wondering when it pours, man, it pours. But it's not pouring, but it does rain in Southern California. 3rd and 4. Francis. Short slant. Montana reads it around and flicks it to Rathman instead, and that throw was high, and it'll be 4th down. Kind of too far to go for it. And so it's going to be a sideline punt. San Francisco, by the way, has the wind now behind them. And Runniger will just punt this towards the sideline. In fact, he got a little more than just, nope, that will roll dead at the 6-yard line. So, 10:03 to go in the first half. Rams take over on the punt return for a touchdown. It's 7-0 Los Angeles. So Bartowski with Dickerson and Redden in the backfield in this series. He start from the 6. Off tackle right to Dickerson. And Eric can't make much hay. He gets 3. 49ers keyed him. And Carlton Williamson makes the tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 9-yard line. Redden will try a sweep to the right side from the 9, and he gets it across the 10, but McCall will bottle him up at the 12, and so it's 3rd and 4. The Rams, of course, in the 80s were a run-first team. Almost halfway through the second quarter, this will be the 4th pass attempt for Bartowski. Brown. Short cross. Bartowski, too many steps. Flag is down. That ball is intercepted by Griffin. Let's see.
Pass interference, defense.
And that's why he intercepted it.
10-yard penalty, automatic.
He shoved down the receiver and Brown, and Bartowski just made a horrible throw. Bill Walsh is just beside himself in the sidelines. He's pulled out a syllabus from Stanford and is just reading it at the line judge. And Dave Gardner says, I grew up on the East Coast. Don't you read that stuff to me. 1st and 10 from the Rams following the pass interference call. 6 penalties for the Niners for 44 yards. Dickerson. Trap left from the 22. Can he get a block? No, he will not. And Ellison makes the hit at the 23. So Irv Pankey makes another bad block. And the Rams are playing a football game that even George Hallis would love right now. How you doing, Rob? Nice to have you along. So Dickerson will try a sweep to the left, see if anything will develop. Gets to the sidelines, across to the 25. Lott will step him out of bounds at the 26. So it's 3rd and 6. And the Rams are in a passing situation. Brown on a medium slant. Bartowski back to throw. And he's hit from Keena Turner, and Bartowski's had his bell rung. And so Jim Everett comes on the field, but it's a 4th and 15. They're going to punt. Dale Hatcher will punt this away. He's got the wind behind him. San Francisco stands to get good field position, taking it to 37 and brought down at the 44. So Griffin gets 8 yards. And Bartowski says he's available. We will see. 7:38 to go, second quarter. Rams 7, Niners nothing. Armed and dangerous. How you doing, Lord Craig? No, this was not previously recorded. If the chat is on, it's not previously recorded. So it's 1st and 10 for the Niners from their own 44. Craig will try to sweep this one to the right, and he gets it to midfield. A good run of 6, and Reed will make the tackle. Randy Cross with a big block there, and it's 2nd and 4. So halfway home here in the second quarter. Joe Montana in for an injured Jeff Kemp. And Steve Bartowski keeps telling John Robinson and the Rams staff how much he loves playing in Atlanta. Rice. Medium cross. Montana waits. He throws. And Rice has got it. Flag is down. It's a first down if it counts.
Holding. Offense.
It does not
Number
count.
71.
Feinhorst
10-yard
with a
penalty.
hold. So not only do you take the 13-yard catch off the board, you back up San Francisco to their own 40. 2nd and 14. Craig on a screen near side. Montana overthrew him. Eckern was in the backfield in a hurry. And it'll be 3rd and 14. So medium fly to Rice is the call. Montana throws it quickly. Almost. Sutton got a piece of it. Montana had that slip out of his fingers. And Mickey Sutton got a piece of it. And so the Niners will punt again. 3 plays, minus 4 yards. Max Runniger is getting as much screen time as Joe Montana. Rams will return this from inside their 15. And that's taken at the 10. And Stuckey gets credit for the stop. Sutton with a tackle and a gain of 7. So Mickey Sutton, 3 returns for 71 yards. I would assume that that's no relation to Dave Craig. Dave Craig went to the same college my dad did. 6:17 to go in the first half. Bartowski. And we're going to look. And they're going to say, no, we're going to stick with Bartowski for now. He says he can play. And that tells you just how bad the Rams quarterback situation was in 1986. Dickerson. So we'll sweep it to the near side from the 18. And he gets it to the line of scrimmage and not a penny more. As Allison will knock him out of bounds, and it's 2nd and 10, 6:10 to go. So the Rams are going to have to try to throw it at some point. Brown, short hitch. Bartowski throws, and that one, there was nobody open. 49ers blitzed, and he tried to find Dickerson and nothing doing. So Bartowski is 1 for 4 for 14 yards, and it's 3rd and 10. Rudy's watching the game and rooting for the Rams. Yeah, Dave Craig played for 1,000 years. Tony Hunter. Medium cross to the tight end. Bartowski's going to run, and that ball is loose. Kugler forces the fumble, and the Rams will keep it. The wet ball, Bartowski picked it up. And this is just a first half from hell for Bartowski. And John Robinson, whether he wants to or not, Pete Kugler forced the fumble, is probably going to have to make a change despite this being a 7-0 game. Dale Hatcher back to punt. Stands on his 2. Griffin will return it from his 38. Fair catch from the 37. 46-yard punt, no return. 5:21 to go. It's Los Angeles 7, San Francisco nothing. First and 10. Medium hitch to Rice. Montana on first down. Waits, throws down to Rathman, I think. Bubba Paris, by the way, is hurt. He'll be back. It's a gain of 3, and the clock will stop with 5:18. So Montana and company, because remember, he didn't start this game, 10 for 19 for 62 yards. If you're going to look up Slobberknocker in the dictionary, I believe this video stream will be there. 2nd and 7. Off tackle right for Craig from the 40. And and he gets almost nothing. Parrish will come back in 3rd and 5. Gain of 2, Sean Miller on the tackle. Francis. Medium out to the tight end. Montana has time. He dumps it down to Clark for a gain of 3. And the Rams are just playing so tight that you could probably pass a diamond through the San Francisco offense right now. 4th down from the 45. And the Rams offense is so inept that Bill Walsh has no trouble sending Runninger back out to punt it. This should be returned at the 13 to the 20. And the tackle was made at the 20-yard line by Wright. So Sutton gets an 8-yard return. Rams have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. 3:54 to go in the first half. This is the NFL on RSN. I like that one, Rob. The NFL forced Bill Walsh to have shots to prevent the spread of syllabus. Yes. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Dickerson. Off tackle right from the 20. And, McCall pancakes him at the 21. And that's been the problem. Dickerson has had 9 carries for 22 yards. And that's Milt, not Mitzi. And that's why the Rams are struggling. But they lead on the scoreboard 7-0. Redden. We'll try off tackle. Nope. Bartowski, that's a botch play. And he is brought down for a loss of 2. It's considered a run, not a sack. And Ricky Ellison makes the tackle. The Rams are 1 for 6 on 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 11. Redden, the lone receiver, Duckworth. Bobby Duckworth is the 3rd wide receiver. Redden splits out as a wide receiver. Bartowski will go out from the gun. Redden. Jeez, some crow. Medium cross. Bartowski waits. He's protected. He throws. Redden's got it. 1st down. Flag is down. It's a gain of 19.
Holding offense.
And it's all coming back.
10-yard penalty.
Pankey makes the hold, a 19-yard first down. Comes off the board. 3rd and 21 from the Los Angeles 9-yard line. 2:29 to go in the first half. Flat pass to Redden. Another flag is down. Redden has it at the 5. He gets to the 20. Holmo makes the tackle. It's a gain of 14.
Encroachment defense.
But they will take the penalty as Stover made contact. And now it's 3rd and 16 from the 14. Did Duckworth actually catch anything? Yes. Medium cross to Bobby Duckworth. Bartowski rolls left, throws right. McIyer nails Ellard, and Ellard dropped the football. And so it'll be 4th and 16 from the 14-yard line. Dale Hatcher will punt. And he stands on his goal line, taken at the 40. And Griffin will actually be tackled at the 39. So 2:08 to go, first half. 7-0 Rams. The Niners start from their own 39. Matt McClelland, how are you? Encroachment sounds like a no-no in a jewelry store. Yes. I'd like an encroachment, please. Excuse me, sir. Would you go stand by this? Yes, stand over there where the marks are. Yes. Just stay there for the picture. Thank you. Montana. We'll bring in Cribbs. So it's Craig and Cribbs here at the run play. Cribbs. Off tackle right. Essentially a free play from the 39. Owens makes a tackle at the 40, and we go to the 2-minute warning. It's San Francisco 0, the Rams 7. And now they go 3 wide. Craig in the backfield. Montana out of the gun. Wilson. Short slant. Montana waits, throws over the middle. It's caught by Wilson. A gain of 9, first down from the San Francisco 49. And now they go hurry up. Montana stays out of the gun. Medium cross to Russ Francis. Montana has time. He throws. He's got Francis for a gain of 8. Rams in a nickel, so Francis 2 catches, 16 yards. Again, they play a hurry up. 93 seconds to go. 2nd and 2. Pitch right to Craig to the near sideline. From the 43, tries to get down the sidelines. He does. First down and more. It's a gain of 11, and they're out of bounds. So good play. Craig now has 8 carries for 38 yards. Johnny Johnson with the tackle, and the Niners have it 1st and 10 from the Ram 32. Ray Wersching, if it's a field goal attempt from here, 54%. Rice. Medium out. Montana picks up the blitz. Rolls. Dumps it down to Craig. To inside the 20. First down. Giroux gets him at the 17. A gain of 15. And it's 1st and 10 from the 17 of the Rams. Montana pulling a Montana drive. Clark, a medium cross is the call. Montana out of the gun. Throws. Clark, touchdown. The Rams doubled Rice, and Montana went to Clark. And we're an extra point away from tying the game. Montana just knew what to do. He found the veteran Clark, and it's 7-6 with 56 seconds to go. Wersching with the extra point, and it's good. 6 plays, 61 yards, 1:12 off the clock. The Niners have tied this game 7-7. And Brown was back to return for Los Angeles. White and Sutton are your upmen. Wersching gets a boot on it from the 35. Taking it the goal line. 10, 20, 30. And Brown is hit at the 35. The Rams can stop at once. 48 seconds to go. Bartowski will try Brown on a medium slant. Bartowski throws, and he throws it over everybody. A call on a late blitz. And it's 2nd and 10, 42 seconds to go. It's Thursday. There you go. Good for you, Mr. Chatter. First day of a 4-day weekend. All right, so 2nd and 10, 42 seconds to go. Medium fly to Ellard. 49ers blitz. Ellard's got it and stride at midfield. McKyer will knock him down at the 45, a gain of 20. They'll go hurry up. They can stop at once. Clock running, 32 seconds left. Hunter. Short out. Bartowski throws incomplete. And there is 8 seconds left. They cannot go for the field goal. I don't see a Statue of Liberty. Oh, yeah, I do. So they're going to run the Statue of Liberty with Brown. Brown to the 45. Brown to the 40. Brown gets the first down. But that will be the half. And so with 30 minutes in the books, we've had a good defensive slobber knocker. It's the Niners 7, the Rams 7. And so here at the half, it was Sutton on a punt return. That's how the Rams got their touchdown. And then Montana to Clark. Joe, 13 of 20 in the first half for 104. Jeff Kemp started the game in real life, so he started this one and he got hurt. And so Montana, who I don't think is supposed to be available, is here and he's chewing gum and taking names. Too far for a Hail Mary. It wouldn't let me do it. I could do the bomb, but I couldn't do the Hail Mary. Mother of Grace, Notre Dame's in second place. So Bartowski is going to come out. 2 for 8 in the half for 34 yards and 2 sacks. No, I think that's a wrestling thing, right? No, Al says it, and I like it. So the Rams have 60 net yards, and the 49ers have 168. All right, so let's go through it again. Apologies for the lack of a stream yesterday. Someone forgot and fell asleep. So tonight around 7:30, we'll do a Patreon special for you. A 1984 game between the San Diego Padres and Atlanta Braves, the Pascual Perez fight game. And if you haven't seen the fight, look it up on YouTube. It's great. Bob Horner with a broken hand, fans, fights, old men throwing punches at each other, cats and dogs living in harmony. Great stuff. And that follows the ID Jester Tournament Selection Special at around 7. So we'll probably go 7:30, 8 o'clock for that. Tomorrow is supposed to be the unboxing for Action PC Hockey. We'll do that as soon as it comes out. And then Saturday will be chat with Ask Uncle Ron. And then Sunday at noon will be that 60 tournament, the American League play-in game. It'll be the 62 Angels and the 67 Red Sox. So that's what we got coming up the rest of this week on Retro Sports Network. And if you're wondering what's coming up for football next week, we got a replay of an absolute classic on Tuesday from the Meadowlands in New Jersey. It's the Dolphins and the Jets. The infamous 51-45 game between the Jets and the Dolphins. The Jets won in overtime. Dan Marino, Ken O'Brien, more passing yards than you'll ever see anywhere. And then Thursday, if you like today's defense, well, how about the Bears and the Packers, the Monday night game from Week 3 from Lambeau Field. That's all next week for football at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, right here on Retro Sports Network. Throw in, as you look at the stats one more time for digitaldice.com, we did a show about finishing your vegetables. What happens when you don't want to finish that replay? digitaldice.com. So Brown back to return the Wershing kick. And Charles, White, and Sutton the upman. They'll stand at the 15. Light rain, 90 degrees at kickoff, and barely some wind. Taken at the 5, 10, 20, 30. And Brown is brought down at the 38 for a return to 33. So that's where the Rams will take over. 1st and 10. And they bring in the rookie, Jim Everett. Jim Ross, okay. No, that was 94. That was 94. Same place, though. So Jim Everett making his NFL debut right here on Retro Sports Network. Dickerson. Off tackle right on first down from the 38. Can't get anywhere. Williamson makes the stop at the 39, and Dennis Hara, this time the left guard, made the bad block. And it's 2nd and 9. Rams ran it 18 times so far and gotten a whopping 42 yards out of the deal. Ron Brown. Short out. Flag is down. Everett will have to wait.
False start. Offense. Number
As
66.
Newberry,
5-yard
the right
penalty.
guard, moved
Repeat,
early.
Second down.
You got to get a team into field goal. It was 94 at the Meadowlands. I didn't realize it was that late. I actually thought that was the same game too, but it's not. So 2nd and 14. Short out to Ellard. Everett throws, caught, no, dropped. Ellard dropped his second pass of the day. Tim McIntyre was there. And it'll be 3rd and long. Duckworth, the third receiver. Brown. A medium out. Everett waits, has time. He throws down the sidelines. It's caught by Duckworth for a gain of 8, but it'll be 4th and 6. And the Rams are stymied again. Jeff Fuller, I went to school with Jeff Fuller, but not that one, makes the tackle as Dale Hatcher comes out to punt again. 7-7 the score, opening minute of the third quarter. 49ers field a punt at the 17, and Griffin takes it to the 25. So just as we cross the 1 o'clock hour here, I'm Ron Juckett. This is Retro Sports Network. The Niners and the Rams in a defensive duel here from Anaheim in Week 3. And a reminder that after the game, you'll see 60 minutes in its entirety, except for on the West Coast, where you'll be seeing it at its normal time, followed by Murder She Committed. Criminal detectives in New York investigate while an old lady from Maine is involved in every murder possible. That's tonight on CBS after 60 minutes, followed by the CBS Sunday night movie Frank Burns' Ferret Face, the life story of a beleaguered surgeon from Korea. All tonight on CBS. Montana, 1st and 10 from the 25. Medium out to Clark. Nope. Rams try the blitz. It's to Craig on an audible, and Reed got Montana before he could get the ball away. So Doug Reed gets the sack. It's a loss of 9, and it's 2nd and 19 from the San Francisco 16. Cribbs. Fullback dive from the 16. Gets the legs turning, gets it out across the 20 for a gain of 4. So Vince Newsom makes the tackle. The Niners are 2 for 9 on 3rd down. Francis. A long hitch. Montana. Slow out of the gate. Throws long. Francis has got it for a first down. Nolan Cromwell makes the immediate tackle, but Francis gets 19 on the play. And Montana, 14 for 21 for 123 in a score. Mark it at the 39 of San Francisco. 1st and 10. Craig, off tackle right, and he is hit right at the line by Miller. Sean Miller with a second tackle, and nothing doing. Yes. In fact, Mike Wallace will take a sneak peek at, what was it? It wasn't Crabapple Cove, was it? Now I'm getting confused with where Hawkeye Pierce was from in MASH. But yes, there's a certain town in Maine. You know, can't you just see a Dateline story in that? So, everywhere this old lady goes, there's a murder. Is she innocent? How does she know all the details? Ooh, let's find out. 2nd and 10 for Cribbs, if you're not creeped out by that. Sweep left for Cribbs. He goes to the far sideline from the 39. Across the 40, Gray with a tackle after a gain of 2, or gain of 3. Jerry Gray with his forward stop. And so it'll be 3rd and 7 for San Francisco from their own 42. Montana out of the gun. Krebs back there with him. Craig, a wide out. He'll split down to the right by the tight end. Medium slant to Craig is the call. Montana has time. He throws. Craig's got it. 35-40. 36-yard line. A gain of 22. And Mark Giroux with a tackle. And the Niners have it 1st and 10 from the Ram 36. Jim Marshall run the wrong way. Let's see. No, the Jets-Dolphins game was the last-second touchdown by the Jets. Yeah. The 96 points combined. I think Wesley Walker had 4 touchdowns in that game. Looking forward to that. So 1st and 10. Montana stays out of the gun. Trap right to Krebs. See if they can run out of it from the 36. He gets it to the 30. That was a good play. Gain of 6. Rams keyed Craig. And Krebs has 7 carries for 22 yards. 2nd and 4 for the 49ers from the Ram 30. 9:28 clock running here in the 3rd. Craig will sweep it to the near side. Montana gives him the handoff, and he gets a 1st down. He breaks down to the 21-yard line. So against Tampa last week, he ran for 108 on 26 carries. Today, a respectable 47 on 10. And it's a fresh set for the 49ers as San Francisco lines up on the 21. Clark. Medium out. Montana to throw it on 1st down. Has time down the sideline. Clark's got it. 5 touchdowns, San Francisco. You see what a difference Joe Montana can make. He found Clark to make it 13-7. And Clark just tutored it in from the 10-yard line. And now Wershing will try the extra point. He does. And with 7:48 to go, 9 plays, 75-yard drive. It is the 49ers 14, the Rams 7. And so, yes, looking forward to doing that game. You can remember a game from 30-some-odd years ago going, oh, that was that season, wasn't it? Yeah. So the 49ers now have 243 yards on the Rams. Brown to return it. He stands on his 8, goes back to his 2, 10, 20, 30, 3-yard line. And that's where the Rams will take over. Jim Everett, in his 2nd series in the NFL, will hand off to Redden. Trap right from the 33, Redden. Can't get anywhere with that. McCall brings him down at the line of scrimmage. And the clock is running. 5 carries for Redden for 11 yards. Dickerson will try a sweep to the right, but there's a flag down.
Encroachment defense.
Ooh.
Number 95, 5-yard penalty.
Hyder.
Repeat, 2nd down.
The defensive tackle makes it 2nd and 5. Dickerson off tackle right from the 38. Gets it to the 40. Keena Turner with the tackle at the 41. It's a gain of 3, 3rd and 2. Dickerson, 11 carries, 26 yards. Clock running under 7 to go here in the 3rd. Brown on an end around. See if they can catch the Niners nap, and they do. 1st down, 50, 40. And Turner makes the tackle at the San Francisco 39. And that's the biggest play of the day for the Rams. So it's 1st and 10 for Los Angeles from the San Francisco 39. Everett, under center. Looks to Ellard. What are you going to run? A short hitch. Everett, flag is down. McIntyre's tangled up with Ellard.
Offsides
And-
defense.
but
number 72.
Stover was offside.
5-yard penalty.
So that ends up being a free play. The Rams wanted the interference. They're not going to get it. So 1st and 5 from the 49er 34. Ellard. Going to try a long fly. Flag is already down. The throw down to a running back is caught. Dickerson brings it down to the 22. What's the flag?
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be
number
declined.
72,
Again, Stover
5-yard penalty.
jumped early. Bill Walsh reads the student handbook at him. And instead, the Rams have it 1st and 10 from the Niner 22. Dickerson. Trap right. Handoff from Everett to the 20. And he gets a gain of 7. So Dickerson gets 7 yards, 33 on the day. And the Rams are trying to tie this game 2nd and 3. Going to try and dump one to Dickerson in the flat. Everett has all day. Goes to a second read, and it's a touchdown. He went to Brown instead, and Brown was open at the 2, and that's 6. And we're about to be tied up. So here it is again. He went to the second read, something that Bartowski just could not do in the first half. And Jim Everett, welcome to the NFL. You're 3 for 4 for 35 yards and a score. Lansford from the wet grass. That's good. 7 plays, 67 yards. And with 4:26 to go in the third, it's 14-14. Turbocharged, how are you? Well, it technically should be offside. And there was a lot of good games. That Cincinnati-Cleveland game was a Thursday night special. And this will be a 14 to... I thought that when we did the Jets and the Patriots this week, it was 10-7 New England at the half, and the Jets just... Well, you got to go back and see the first 30 seconds of the third quarter. No, there'll be some scoring. We've had some good offensive games. And so Crawford will take a knee 5 yards deep. 4:26 to go in the third. 14-14, San Francisco and Los Angeles. Rathman back in the backfield with Craig. Flat pass from Montana. He waits, he chucks it down to Clark instead, and Gray got a piece of it. Los Angeles doubled Rice. And that was incomplete. 2nd and 10. Craig sweeps to the near side on the right from the 20. Gets it to the 23 before Owens can make the tackle. And that's 3 for Mel. 49ers are 4 for 11 on third down. Going to try Rice here. Nope. They blitz. Screen to Craig. Montana this time picks it up, and that's incomplete. Giroux got a piece of it, and the Rams are now playing inspired football. 3:21 to go in the third, and the 49ers will have to punt. Max Runniger stands on his 8. Gets it away, taking it to 38, to the 45, and that's where the Rams will start. Sutton with an 8-yard return. Spot it at the 45. 3:16 to go, third quarter. 14-14. So Everett feeling a bit good about himself after driving the Rams down for a touchdown. Medium slant to Brown on first down. Everett's going to scramble. 50. He gets a gain of 9 as he tucked tail. They double Ellard. And Danny Hara with the big block to allow it. 2nd and 1 for the Rams. 3 minutes clock running third quarter. Dickerson. Trap left from the San Francisco 46. Tries to fight for the first down. He got it. It's a gain of 2. And the Rams convert. Under 2 to go in the third quarter. Redden. Sweep right from the 44. Doesn't get anywhere. McCall stops him for no gain. San Francisco has stuffed enough runs to make a Thanksgiving turkey blush. 6 carries for 11 yards for Redden. Clock running, about a minute to go here. Third quarter. Dickerson. Going to sweep it to the near side from the 44. See if he finds the seam. He does. He gets it across the 40. Stover bounces him out of bounds at the 38. Gain of 6. And it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Rams, with the clock stopped at 1 minute to go from the San Francisco 38. Not in field goal range yet. They really are in no man's land. Hunter. Ooh. Ellard. Short out. Everett has time. Has Everett. First down. He steps out of bounds after a gain of 7. So it's spotted at the 31-yard line of San Francisco. 56 seconds to go in the third. And so Everett just doing what he does, managing the game. That's what John Robinson wants. A game manager. Off tackle right for Dickerson. He gets across the 30. McCall. Now Griffin's hurt. He's out a few plays. That's his knee. It's a gain of 6. Clock will stop with 47 ticks on the clock. Irv Pankey this time made the big block. 2nd and 4. Tribe fan. Oh, I think we've already said hi. Dickerson wants it again. This time it'll be a sweep to the far sideline from the 25, and he gets a block. Board will make the tackle. They're going to measure, and he gets a Dave Gardner spot. 1st and 10, 21-yard line. 38 seconds. They'll run the play. Brown. Short slant. Everett, as the clock ticks down, flicks it down to Redden, incomplete, and that will do it. 3 quarters in the books. We start the 4th. This one's been a dandy. San Francisco 14, Los Angeles 14. And so Montana to Clark for the first touchdown, and then Everett to Brown. And Everett 4 for 6 for 42 yards. First downs, by the way, are pretty even now. 12-11. So 2nd and 10. Dickerson outside left on the 21, and the Rams kind of messed that one up. Delayed blitz, it's a gain of 2. Lansford would be a 57% chance of making this from here, and that from 36 yards. 3rd and 8 from the 19. Young goes in as the receiver. Mike Young. Oof. Short hitch. Everett is rushed. He's going to run 20, and Williamson will knock him down at the 17. So it'll be 4th and 6, and the Rams will try a field goal. Lansford, 61%. Steve Dills will hold. Smith will snap it. Lansford from the mud. It looks good. It is. 11 plays, 38 yards. 13-36 in regulation. 17-14 Los Angeles. Who's the one that wanted the field goal? So San Francisco will return this from the 5. And Crawford is hit by Fox at the 16. So San Francisco starts this drive, 13-27, 4th quarter. from their own 16-yard line. Rice. Medium slant on first down. Montana waits, throws it down to a running back. I believe that's Rathman. And Doss is hurt for Los Angeles. He'll be back. It's a gain of 8, and the clock stops. So Rathman, 5 catches for 35 yards, and Giroux with the tackle. Craig. Trap right to Roger Craig. He finds the room, and he gets the first down. So 26 of San Francisco, 1st and 10. 13-11, clock running here. Craig will sweep it to the right side. And that'll get him about nothing. Owens with the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 10. 12 to go in the ball game. Craig, 13 carries, 52 yards. Good morning, Bleacher Bums game, and how are you, Anthony? Clinton. Had to verify he was Clinton. So 2nd and 10. Medium slant to Rice. Montana has protection. He rolls around. That's Craig, and Craig got 8. So Montana just finds his second read over and over and over again. Cribbs in for Rathman, 3rd and 2. So Montana and company now, 20 for 31 for $1.92. 3rd and 2. Cribbs on the fullback dive. Waits for the C's to part. Does a juke to the left, gets his first down. Spotted at the 37 of San Francisco, 1st and 10. 11 minutes, clock running. 17-14 Rams. Cribbs in the flat. Goes to the far side. Montana checks it down to Craig instead, and he dropped it. Carl Eckhern was right in his grill, and it's 2nd down. Yes, no matter how hard you push the envelope, it's still just stationary. Craig. Pitch left. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Gets a block across the 40. Newsom with the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd and 6. So under 10 to go. This one is, this is a Big Ten special. This really is 3 yards in a cloud of dirt day. Francis on 3rd and 6. Short cross. Montana back to throw. Has time. He's got Francis. And Russ is hit down for a gain of 8. And so, as close as you can to being to midfield without being over. Spot it at the 49er, 49. And that's brought to you by the Redundancy Department of Redundancy. So 1st and 10, 9:47. Rathman and Cribbs in the backfield. Off tackle right for Cribbs from the 49. And he gets it to midfield before Wiltshire makes a tackle. Doss goes to the sideline again, and he's done. So the clock stops 9:08. Ball, and I was watching something the other day, and I've never, obviously it makes sense. But all the older play-by-play guys were calling it the midfield stripe. And so that's where they are. They're at the midfield stripe. 50-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the 49ers. Clock stop, 9:08 to go. They trail 17-14. Rice. Medium hitch. Montana has time. He's got Rice inside the 40. 1st down. Irvin with the tackle. Rice was double covered and made the catch. He gets a gain of 16. And with 8:58 and the clock running, it's 1st and 10 from the Ram 34. And if Wershing was to kick one from here, he'd have a 50-50 chance. Cribbs. will sweep it to the right side from the 34. He gets a block. First down inside the 25. Nolan Cromwell knocks him down at the 23. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Nolan Cromwell makes the stop. Craig and Harmon now in the backfield for the 49ers. 85. I was wondering if it was 85 or 86. So the Niners at 307 net yards, and they're driving here. 11 plays, 61 on this drive. 5:17 off the clock. Craig, off tackle right from the 23 of Los Angeles. He guts it down the 20. The ball is loose, and the Rams have recovered. Owens with the strip and Reed with the recovery. And the wet ball might have been the reason. There you see it. It just kind of squirted out. And Roger Craig makes the fumble. 7:23 to go. The Rams take over on their own 20. Okay, so this was Rice's first real season, yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles. Dickerson, off tackle right on first down. He gets about 2. Keena Turner with the tackle. 7:17. They've held Dickerson to 55 yards on 18 carries. Everett looks to the sideline. And they're going to try the screen pass to Dickerson on the far side. Everett throws. Dickerson's got it. First down, 35-40. 45. McCall with a tackle at midfield. Dickerson slides away for 28 yards. He has 2 catches for 40. And, man, Jim Everett just gives his team a whole nother look. Redden. Sweep right from midfield. Waits. Blocked. 45. McCall knocks him down at the 42. Doug Smith and Ert Pankey delivered the big blocks. And it's 2nd and 2. The Rams really in a position where a touchdown probably wins the game. Dickerson. Trap right. 2nd down and 2. Board. They're going to measure. Dave Gardner says first down. 1st and 10 for the Rams. And we go under 5 minutes here in the game. 17-14 Los Angeles. Redden sweeps it to the right side from the 49er 40. He gets it to the 36 before Dwayne Board can make the tackle. Gain of 4. 4:16, clock running. Off tackle right for Dickerson. They need 6. He's going to get it. He got 7. McCall with the tackle, and the Rams are doing their Pac-Man impression. 20 carries for 64 yards. You don't need to slow it down. You just need to drive. And the Rams right now, 6 plays, 51 yards, are doing just that. Dickerson. Pitch to the left side from the 29. It gets it to the 25. Lott makes a stop at the 23. And Dickerson is now as a season high as 70 yards on 21 carries. Tom Newberry, the right guard with a block, 2nd and 4. Charles White in for this one play. Clock running, 2:46. Ball at the Niner 23. White on the dive. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. He will not get a first down, but he does get 3. And so with 2 minutes to go, it's the Rams 17, the Niners 14. This is the NFL on RSN. .65 toss power trap. Well, 3rd and 1, 56% chance of making a field goal from here. Everett says, I want to try it. So it's a sweep to the right for Everett. Waits for the C's to part. And they don't. He's going to lose 4, but there's a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
And it
Number
will be
60.
declined.
10-yard penalty.
And so there'll be a field goal attempt from here. It failed spectacularly. And so this is to give Joe Montana a shout. Lansford from 41. Dills to hold it. Smith to snap it. Lansford got a good boot on it. It looks good. It is. And so with 1:51 to play, the Niners need a touchdown and an extra point. It's Los Angeles 20, San Francisco 14. I was trying to think if he was a barefoot kicker or not. Of course, Southern California would make more sense. Although, of course, it's on the right side here. Is where the baseball diamond was, and it's 1986, so the Angels played late. Anyway, so Lansford would be kicking off from the dirt. Crawford back deep. Crawford's going to take it at the 5, 20, 25, 29. So Joe Montana has 1:45, 3 timeouts, and 71 yards. And yep, 1:51 is an eternity. Short slant to Russ Francis. Rams blitz. Francis has got it. Francis fights for the first down. He won't get it, but he'll get 9. And they'll go hurry up. 1:39, 2nd and 1. Clark on a medium fly. Rams blitz. Montana checks it down to Craig across midfield. That's Harmon. I'm sorry, beg your pardon. Gain of 15. And the Niners will take that first time out. Rathman comes back in. Ronnie Harmon made the big catch. And with 1:16, 2 timeouts left, it's 1st and 10 from the Ram 47. So the Niners have run 2 plays and had 24 yards. Yep, Lansford was a barefoot kicker. We had Tony Franklin this week, too. So we featured 2 barefoot kickers this week. Clark. Medium out from the 47. Montana down the sideline. Clark's got it. He's going to get knocked out of bounds by Gray after a gain of 14. And they're already at the Ram 33. 3 plays, 38 yards, in 37 seconds. Remember, a field goal does them no good. It's a touchdown or bust. Craig on a screen this time, and it's flipped down. Miller knocked it down. So 2nd down, 55 seconds. Montana, who did not start this game in real life, it was Jeff Kemp, 23 for 34 for 244 and 2 scores. 2nd and 10. Rice. Medium out, far sideline. Montana has time. He's got Rice. He's got a 9-yard play. It won't be a first down, but it's 3rd and 1 from the Ram 24. 46 seconds to go. 2 timeouts. Short cross to Francis. You got the timeouts. Use the middle of the field. He throws. Francis has got it. Timeout called. Gain of 6. 39 seconds to go. Six plays, 53 yards, a minute 6, and they're already on the Ram 18. And 4 shots at a win. Rathman, short, flat. Rams blitz. Montana's going to run. Montana digs it down to the 13-yard line. 26 seconds left. They'll take the timeout. So they're out of timeouts. 2nd and 5 from the Ram 13. They trail 20-14. And this is the stuff this is Joe Montana football to an absolute T. Medium cross to Rice. Montana waits, throws, incomplete. 3rd and 5, 22 seconds to go. Montana just kind of shakes his head. Medium out to Roger Craig. Why not? 3rd and 5. Montana rolls right, throws left, incomplete. And so here's your ball game. 16 seconds left. The ball is on the Ram 13. They go 4 wide and a tight end. Montana will go out of the gun. A field goal does him no good. Marjoram. That sounds like something you'd spread on toast. They're going to try Clark on a medium slant. This is for the ball game. Montana by himself. Looking. He throws. Intercepted by Gray. And the Rams will win the football game. Jerry Gray picked it off with 10 seconds to go, and he held it on the ground like a middle schooler and that blessed egg. It's not going to break. The Rams are going to win. Montana got him down the field, but there was just nobody open. And so they went to the well one too many times, and Jim Everett is going to take a knee faster than you can say Rice-A-Roni. Because just like that, it wasn't a San Francisco treat. The Rams have held on to win a barn burner here in week 2. And so we'll see the Rams, who won the West last year. I think, no, that's the Eric Dickerson dominating the Cowboys in the wild card game. They win this one 20-14. And our MVP is going to be Jim Everett, who went 5 for 7 in the second half. He came in for a horrible Steve Bartowski, threw for 70 yards, a score, and a quarterback rating of 142.9. Meaning the Niners held Eric Dickerson to 70 yards on 21 carries. San Francisco did what they could. They just fell short. Oh, Anthony, I'm so sorry. So defensively, Keena Turner, 9 tackles, 2 sacks. Ellison, 2 stuffs. But Tim McKyer with an interception. Kugler with a forced fumble. For the Rams, Giroux and Owen, 7 tackles. Owen stuffed and forced a fumble, and Gray had 2 picks. It was 2 Los Angeles field goals. It was Lansford from 34 with 13:36 that won the game. And then the insurance points came with a $1.51 to make it 20-14. And so the Niners put 368 yards up on the Rams and fell short. But a good game nonetheless. Turnovers killed the 49ers, including that last one. And so the final score is going to be Los Angeles 20, San Francisco 14. So baseball tonight around 7, probably 8 o'clock as we play the Pascual Perez fight game as a Patreon special. I'm Ron Juckett. Next scheduled football on this channel is Tuesday. It'll be the Dolphins and the Jets from the Meadowlands at noon on Tuesday. Until then, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later tonight. Have a good one.